is up, brawlers, bladers, and fellow awesome nerds?
I am Baku Kid.
And I am Baku Dad, and we are the Baku Boys. And if this is your first time to the channel, please
like and subscribe.
Also, please be sure to drop us a comment so you can help keep our channel growing as we do try and release weekly Bakugan, Beyblade, and other awesome nerdy content every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what we've got in store for you guys for this video. So, today is Saturday, April 9th. And we, in continuing on with Digimon Week, we are going to be unboxing another Digimon deck. And this is the other Digimon deck that we used in yesterday's Friday Night Fight episode. And I already know what some of you are thinking. You guys have already opened both decks and played them on Friday, but why is the second one being opened on Saturday? A lot of you know that we pre-record everything, but this is a little bit of an Easter egg. As you can tell, Baku Kid's the one that clapped us in, and we switched spots. So this is our little Easter egg for Digimon Glitch in the Matrix, because if you've ever followed along with Digimon, it all takes place in the digital world, and there are hackers, and there can be glitches in the digital world or glitches in the Matrix. So this is our little throwback Easter egg to glitches in the Matrix inside Digimon. But yes, we are going to be opening the other deck that we used in yesterday's Friday Night Fight deck. This is the Gallantmon starter deck for the Digimon card game, but we are not going to waste that much more time. We are going to jump straight to the table, where we are going to open up this deck, this box, and see everything, all the cards that this deck has to hold. Catch you guys at the table in just a moment.
Be right back at the table.
Yeah, Digimon. And welcome back to the table, where we are ready to open up this Digimon card game, Gallantmon starter deck. And just like we saw with the other box on the All Force Digimon deck, this actually has an index of all the cards that you get in the deck. And let's just go ahead and get straight to opening up this box.
I want to do it.
You want to do it?
Yes.
All right. Go for it, Baku Kid.
It might be off camera for a little bit because I need to see it really. Okay.
That was actually a super clean open. Very satisfying, clean open.
But no one got to see it.
And here are the memory cards, or the memory tracker cards, that come with this deck. This is how you keep track of the memory you and your opponent have in the game.
I like the little dino guy.
Yeah. And here are the same super rare cards that we had from the last deck.
I want to see them.
Okay, let's go straight into the meat of this now. We have the same 3 index cards that were from the last one, except blue colored instead of red. Or, yeah, the ones we got from the All Force Digimon deck were blue instead of red. And now,
the day when Logan showed us the thing, I remember this already.
Yep. You remember this because you actually use this one. So these are the 4 Digi-Egg cards that come in this deck. So you get 4 copies of Gigamon, and he has the inherited effect of on your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 Digimon power for the turn. Okay, so 4 copies of that egg. And now, starting to get into the actual cards of the deck, we have, starting off, 4 copies of Monodramon. He's a level 3, so easily digivolves from the level 2 egg, or the level 2.
Mono?
Monodramon, yep. It has 3000 DP. You can play it straight out for 2 memory or Digivolve for 0 memory. And let's see, there's 4 copies of Monodramon.
When it said mono, it reminded me of a game.
Yeah.
And also I know what mono also means.
What does it mean? Yep, you're right. And here we have Agumon. I think we have 4 copies of Agumon. Agumon has 2000 DP. You can play him straight out for 3 memory or Digivolve for 0 memory. And when attacking, when this Digimon attacks a player, it gets plus 2000 DP for the turn. So 4 copies of Agumon.
There he is.
Yep, Gimon. He has 2000 DP. You can play him for 3 memory. Or you can Digivolve for free, and on your turn, if your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Gallantmon in your hand for a memory cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. And its inherited effect is on your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, trigger, draw 1. You can draw 1 card. And there are 2 copies of Gimon in the deck. And then now we have Biomon with 3000 DP. You can play it for 4 memory or Digivolve for free. It has the blocker ability, so you may suspend this Digimon to force the opponent to attack it instead. And you can do that when an opponent's Digimon attacks. And on your turn, this Digimon can't attack players, so it is literally a blocker Digimon. And there are 4 copies of Biomon.
Growlmon.
Yep. And now we have now we're seeing the first level 4. So a Growlmon with 5000 DP. You can play it for 4 memory or Digivolve for 2 memory.
What does Digivolve mean?
You can so you see how it's got the level 3 right there? You can Digivolve from a level 3 into a level 4 for less memory instead of playing it for that much memory. But its inherited effect is on your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you gain 1 memory. And there's 2 copies of Growlmon.
I remember him.
Ooh, GeoGreymon we have is the next level 4 with 5000 DP. You can play it for 6 memory or Digivolve for 2 memory instead. And security, at the end of the battle, play this card without paying its memory card. So if that's on the security phase, and then on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. And there are 4 copies of GeoGreymon. Next we have Dark Tyrannomon with 6000 DP. You can play it for 6 memory or Digivolve for 1. It has no inherited effect, but that is actually some good power on that one. There's 4 copies of Dark Tyrannomon. And that's it for the level 4s. Now we're going into the level 5 Digimon. So next we have Groundramon. It's got 6000 DP. You can play it straight out for 5 memory or Digivolve for 2 memory, and it has no inherited ability. There are 2 copies of Groundramon in this deck. And next we have Rise Greymon with 7000 DP. You can play it for 7 memory or Digivolve for 3 memory. And on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. So as soon as you play the Rise Greymon, so once it gets on to play, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon. And there are 4 copies of Rise Greymon.
Oh, I think... Oh, no. I thought he was, like, on the other one.
Yep. And now we have War Growlmon with 8000 DP. You can play him for 8 memory or Digivolve for 3. And when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. And its inherited effect on your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains security attack plus 1 for the turn. So this Digimon checks 1 additional security card when it does the security checks. There are 4 copies of War Growlmon. Oh. And now we are getting into the level 6 Digimon.
He's on the...
Yep, and this is the main focus of the deck, which is the Gallantmon. With 11,000 DP, you can play him for 11 memory or Digivolve for 3 memory. And he also has security attack +1, so he checks 1 additional security card when he attacks, and when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, this Digimon gets plus 3,000 DP for the turn. That's actually pretty powerful for Gallantmon.
Oh, looks like
and
he's doing like a comic.
There is 2 copies of Gallantmon.
That reminds me of Goku.
Yep, him kind of like he is kind of almost doing a Kamehameha attack. And now we have Shine Greymon, who has 12,000 DP. You can play him for 12 memory or Digivolve from the level 5 for 4 memory instead. He also has security attack +1 and piercing. So when this Digimon attacks and deletes an opponent's Digimon and survives the battle, it performs any security checks it normally would. So if it deletes your opponent's Digimon and survives, it will do its security check plus its additional security check for the security attack.
And then it does its Kame.
That technically is him doing a Kamehameha with that. And there's 4 copies of Shine Greymon. And now we are going into the option cards. So we have Lightning Joust during your main phase for 1 memory. It costs 1 memory. You can use it during your main phase. One of your Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP for the turn. Then if the number of cards in your security stack is less than or equal to your opponent's, one of your Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. And the security effect is add this card to its owner's hand. There are 2 copies of Lightning Joust. Then we get the Atomic Blaster. It costs 5 memory, and it can be used during the main phase. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 8,000 or less, and delete them. And its security effect is activate this card's main effect. There are 4 copies of Atomic Blaster.
I'm just going to put...
And I think, this is the last card in the deck. It is Gaia Force. It costs 8 memory to play, but you can use it during the main phase. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon, and on the security effect, activate this card's main effect. And there are 4 copies of Gaia Force. And with that is actually going to wrap it up for this unboxing and showing off all the cards that are in this. Thank you all so much for helping us reach our first 100 subscribers. We are taking all questions for our upcoming Q&A, which will get released next Wednesday on the 13th. So please continue to submit all your questions for us. Drop those in the comments. Make sure that we get all of the questions submitted by 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, April 9th. So Baku Kid and I have enough time to go ahead and get all of the questions ready for the Q&A. So if you missed that time mark, we're sorry. Your question will unfortunately not get answered if it is not submitted by at least 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until next video, we are the Baku Boys signing out.
I am Baku Kid on the right.
And I am Baku Dad. And always remember to Bakugan Brawl, let it rip, and stay awesome and nerdy. Peace out, guys.
Bye.